Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. You can see to the north that we have some kind of dark skies. We are just having a fantastic spring here in North Texas. It's one that I don't remember having in a very long time. We are getting probably weekly chances and most likely rain. We are also dropping down weekly into some cooler temps. So we are really enjoying the flip-flop, as they say. At least we are, because it is helping our plants get a little stabilized before we go into the heat of the summer. And the rain, of course, is always welcome here in North Texas. So this coming week, it looks like we're going to be in the 80s, and today, we may get way up into the 80s. And so, and then we're going to be into the 80s next week, and then it looks like another front's going to come through, and we could go down into some more 40-degree temps. So today we're talking about making the most out of your space in your gardens and in your raised beds, and what we have planted as companions to try to get a variety of vegetables on our menu for the spring and summer. And I'll show you some of those and tell you about why we are using companion planting in these beds. I have kind of a similar setup here. So eggplant and peppers do well together. We've added in some of our Happy Frog soil, and then some of the compost, and then a little bit of peat, because both of these plants like peat moss, and they like similar watering patterns, similar soil conditions. But another thing I did in here is I've gone around the edges and in the middle, and I've planted purple hull peas. Peas also are a good nitrogen fixer, and both of these are heavy feeders, so it's going to help my pea, it's going to help my eggplant, and it's going to help my peppers. I've gone ahead and popped some cantaloupe in this raised bed here. This is where my onions were, and we pulled the rest of them out of this spot yesterday. So I think I'm also going to add some peas to this, because those are also good nitrogen fixers and companion plants, your cantaloupe and your peas or your green beans. Now, you don't want to put cantaloupe with your other cucurbits like your cucumbers and your squash, because they do attract the same bugs. I still need to get in here and harvest the rest of these carrots, but I'm not going to do that, and onions. I'm not going to do that until I get the 2 bundles I picked the other day canned up. But when you get ready to plant your fall garden and you want to do onions and carrots, you can plant those together. Those are fantastic companion plants. Again, they like similar soil conditions, and your onions kind of stay at the surface where your carrots go down below, so they don't compete for any of the nutrients. Some of my bush beans in this little bed got hit because we did get down to around 42 degrees earlier in the week. It was quite chilly. We had that storm blow through, and then temperatures dropped last weekend. And so you can see there's a little bit of wind damage and there's a little bit of cold damage, but I'm hoping they snap out of it. If they do not, I have some backup seed that I will go in there and seed right behind them and do sort of like planting in, what's the word I'm trying to think of, guys? Succession planting. So I'll be doing succession planting with all of my beans, and also those over there. My okra is finally coming up, which honestly I'm surprised, because we have been really cool, and okra does like warm soil temperatures. I've companioned them with sunflowers on the north side, because your sunflowers will help draw some of the aphids away from your okra, and okra is a heavy attractor of aphids. I'd like to give you an update on our tomatoes in here. We are getting the first sets, guys. These are now, some of them are bumping 5 feet tall. We are getting some beautiful tomatoes starting to come in, so we should have some by the end of May. You can see they are coming in, the first sets of fruit. So we grow the Perone variety, and then we also have, look at there, we also have some Romas in here, some black creme, Cherokee purple, beefsteak, blueberry cherry, and some Tommy toes. And the Tommy toes and the blueberry cherries are those you see in the very back that are much taller than all the rest. So all of our tomatoes, other than the Romas, are indeterminate. And what that means is that they will grow, 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 grow. Romas are determinate, meaning they will set all their fruit close at the same time. They produce, and then they are done. So our plant sale is over, and now we are going to focus on getting some of our things in the ground. We still have some tomatoes and stuff, and we have some squash and zucchini back there. I might try to find a place for them. But honestly, what I transplanted a couple of weeks ago is not doing so good, so I'm going to reseed around that. Sometimes when you transplant squash and zucchini, it just doesn't do good, and especially if you have cool nights. And after I did that, we had some pretty cool nights. So you can see everything is looking good here in the big high tunnel. Let's go check out the little one. We've decided to go ahead and put our paprika peppers in here in the little high tunnel where I normally put my tomatoes, because we do have a lot of tomatoes. I don't want to duplicate. I want to make sure we're growing varieties this year, intentional growing, making sure we have things, a variety of things on our menu. Sorry guys, that we will be able to eat and enjoy throughout the season. So I have a lot of my culinary herbs. I have some fennel, I have holy basil, Thai basil, Italian basil. I got some eggplant in here. We've got some horseradish. My potatoes, some of them are starting to come in. I did dig up some red ones yesterday. And we've got some carrots over here. Carrots and tomatoes are also good companion planters. So yeah. Here's a small harvest of my red taters, and these are the rest of the onions that I pulled in that bed that I was talking to you about that I put cantaloupe in yesterday. So now we have to let these cure. We'll be watching these. They've been outside, so I can let some of this dry off and scrape this off before I take them in the house to cure. I want to go in and tell my canners guys here in Texas, if you have an Atwoods around you, they have their canning stuff on sale right now, 75% off. I was able to get American-made 60 small mouth canning lids for $4, and I was able to get the largemouth canning lids for $6. Each of these packs have 60 lids in them. They are made in the good old USA, and I've used these, and they are fantastic. Now, as far as our weather goes this weekend, they're saying there's a cap over us. We did see that terrible tornado that went through Enid, Oklahoma last night. And oh my goodness, this time of year is always difficult, and it's always very scary here in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas and up through the Midwest. So they say there's a cap over us, and they think it's going to hold. I'm going to tell you, I don't believe them. I think that we might get some severe storms this afternoon. I'll be extraordinarily surprised if we do not. As I was making this video, one of our community members who lives up in Missouri, the tornado got real close to their house last night, folks, so we are so thankful that the Lord kept them safe. She said that they spent all night long in their tornado shelter and a couple of trees on their property. One of the trees was next to a carport, but it went the other way. Thank the Lord. So yes, I don't know that cap is going to hold. It is very muggy. It's not misty, and surprisingly, it was kind of dry this morning. The yard is not all that wet as it has been, and boy, we need to get to mowing because it's terrible. So I went ahead and plugged some purple whole peas right here next to my cantaloupe, and we'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens. Hi KP, I see you're calling. I'm waiting on an insurance dude, so I'll call you back. Good morning, sister. Ooh-wee, look at these, our elderberries. Are starting to come to fruition. I sure hope I can get to them before the birds do. So I don't mind telling you guys that I'm pooped. I'm worn out. This is the first weekend that we've not had the sale, and trust me, my time's been filled with other things, and I think today I'm going to try to can up some of those carrots. Got to get those done. We got to save everything we can. So what is on our gardening menu this year? We have tomatoes, various peppers, green beans, purple whole peas, cabbage, potatoes, onions, cantaloupe, cucumbers, pickling, slicing, muncher cucumbers, medicinal herbs, culinary herbs, potatoes, Carrots, I don't know if I already said that. Let's see, what else do I got going on around here? We got a whole bunch. I have kale, Swiss chard, mustard greens. Let's see, what else do I got going on, guys? We got a smorgasbord going on. Okra, squash, zucchini. We got patty pan squash also. So in the coming months, the Lord willing and everything does well, we will be eating out of our garden. We will be canning up. Some of the things I can now again are the carrots. I'm going to try to can up some onions. I did start some sauerkraut. I hope it makes. I'll know Sunday. I don't know. Every time I've tried, I've not done very good at it, and I go exactly by the recipe. So that just might not be my forte, but I think I'm going to ferment some onions, but I'm also going to can some onions, can tomatoes, carrots, and of course I'll can tomatoes when they start coming in. So the sun just came out, and boy, as soon as the sun came out, that sky got really dark. And if I get a lot of potatoes, I may be canning potatoes. Listen to me, my friends. You still have lots of time to put some seed in the ground, even here in Texas. I know my friends up north, a lot of you hadn't even begun. But for us here in Texas, you still got time to put some green beans in, some peas in, some okra in, some squash, zucchini, cucumbers. Get to planting. Get to planting. And then you too, in about 60 days, will start to have a harvest ready for your kitchen table. Hope you enjoyed this video. Love you all. Be sure and give us a thumbs up if you're new to our channel. We ask that you subscribe. Take care, God bless, and keep an eye on the weather this week, my friends.